Okay, what is the difference between a weave and an extension? Okay, obviously, you see I have all this hair in front of me, but I was told not to touch it, so I'm not going to touch it because it'll be distracting. So I'm going to get right to the core. All right, a weave is a term that's used in the African American community, Caucasians also, but for the most part they created it. It's like Kleenex. They know the word, they know what it means, and they're real experts at it. Extensions is a Caucasian term, and it's for length, and of course they kind of taken that on is their term. And at the end of the day, it's all about one thing, adding hair. So let me give you a little bit of a tutorial right now, because although this whole world is very confusing, it really isn't, because when it comes to the quality work, there's a handful of us around the world that take tremendous pride in delivering to you, the consumer, the best of the best. And that's what my reputation and the work it is that I do, because to buy the raw hair from all over Europe, China, India, South America, to know the blends, because textures of hair are really important, because someone who has baby fine hair would look ridiculous in really curly, tight hair. And same with an African American woman who has really kinky hair, to be in a straight hair look if she's using her own hair in any of it. If she's not using her own hair, she can do whatever she wants, because you're not going to see it. It's all about the style and not about her own hair. So let me kind of go through some basic steps so you can kind of get an idea of what you should be looking for and the questions you should be asking. Number one, how much volume do you want? How much length do you want? What color do you want? And what's the end result of the style that you want? That will determine, do you have to have your whole head done? Can you do a quarter of your head? Is it half of your head? And then which application makes the most sense? In the weave world, which is this one that we're building right now for a client, it is wefts of hair. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that means that the top has already been sewn by density. So we have thin hair wefts, medium, and heavy. And that will determine how much hair you actually have to work with. If you are only going to have it for length and not for fullness on top, that usually is done with a pattern, and the weaver, braider, whatever, is very involved with creating it on your head. If it is an extension, that usually can be done much easier because you're only adding length. So that could be fusion, that could be a clip-in, that could be braided in. When you're asking someone about the style, or you, the consumer, wants to know about the style, obviously it may involve the whole head. So now, how do you pick hair? What do you even know what you're buying? So I am going to hang tight. That is kind of an overview of the difference between an extension and a weave. I'm going to come back and we're going to actually talk about hair textures and where does the hair come from.